Boop. Huh? You did what? Nice. Let's see. We had Dex with the 50 months. We had Shadow Temple with the 74. Noob with the 5 gifted subs going to Eli, Good Boy. Padgers. Negative Dragon. Mesa Wish. And Sam Xylitol. All from Noob. I have a headache I haven't been able to get rid of all day. And I've been trying to figure out whether or not to kind of just call today, but we ended early yesterday and not on a great note, so I at least wanted to be, but I am going to be a little bit more low-key, so I'm sorry that the streams haven't been quite as much fun as I would like them to be for the last little while, but I, hopefully someday will figure myself out and be okay. So anyway,
Morning, Shepherd.
it's Alley Cat's 69 months, so we gotta do some eggs.
Shepherd.
I am interested to see how this body performs.
I'm interested to see how Edie's body performs too, but that could just be me.
Shepherd.
Nice.
How are you
Liara,
doing?
eggs. Trainer, Esteban, eggs. Joker,
Where is that guy?
Ash, come on, I promised you eggs. Rex,
Thankful eggs.
Buddy, eggs. Tally,
Nah, she'll definitely want eggs.
Javik, man, you gotta try my eggs. Anyone else?
Shepherd.
Alley Cat, thank you the 69 months. So I finished yesterday and uninstalled that game and was like, well, this is not for me. I don't know why people like it. I did not. And it's time to move on to anything else. So we're moving on to anything else kind of thing. So, here we are. So I don't know if everyone else agrees, but I've always found your streams enjoyable. I mean, I'm very thankful for that. But genuinely, yesterday, I would say it was probably one of the worst streams that I remember ever having. And not for me, but in terms of I would not be surprised if someone was here who decided after yesterday they were like, I'm gonna go find something else to be, and that's completely fair because it just was not a good showing on my part, and sometimes things happen, but I don't want to just excuse it either, and here we are. So we come back the next day, we get back on the horse, and we hope that we continue. There's a lot of sickness going around. I haven't had any caffeine today, so it's possible it's a caffeine headache, but I don't have any caffeine to fix that unless I go and make myself some coffee. But it feels more like a sinus infection. I did take some Sudafed, real Sudafed, and that didn't even begin to unclog my nose, so I don't know whether it's allergy or what, but just a lot of head pressure. I appreciate it, Berlin. So I figure we'll get on. We'll just fuck around with Ling Gango. Honestly, Ling Gango, I think Jordan's wanting to wrap it up pretty soon. And so, because we've gotten pretty overpowered, but I like to get on and tool around with the systems and stuff like that. And so we just here, I do have a nose spray. I might go try. I don't know, man. It's just the problem is it's getting worse. I had hoped that eating would make it better, but it's just been kind of getting worse and worse. So it's it's making it really hard to get anything done and be there for you guys. But what's up, Skurzox? Chicken Jorky indeed. Hi, Ducks. How you doing? You just feel so sad in your sad parts. I'm sorry you're sad in your sad parts. How you doing, Suli? It's good to see you. Hope you're well. keep up the old fluids. I mean, everything with me is old at this point. Ah, balls. Hang on. I just realized I forgot my text to my mom and dad, so that's the most important thing. Sorry, excuse me. Okay. Not saying I'm a good son, but at least I'm not a terrible son, right? You are meant to send a text, indeed. Hi, Scardod. How you doing? Hi, Katarina. Send your love. Chat says hello. Hi, Chloe. Wind in and out, we need boobies. I like the way you think, Nancy. Could be better, but I'm here. I mean, and that's the other fun part is holidays are really rough for a lot of people too. So if you're in that group, then I'm sorry, that sucks. Hi, Jake Schweitzer. Smoked ham and spicy mac and cheese. I also had smoked ham and smoked turkey. It wasn't bad. Do we need boobies? The answer is always yes.
Morning, Shepard.
Oh,
Had a lovely
we have
time
Miss
last
Priss
night.
with the 69 months as
Who wants
well.
eggs?
Shepard.
I am interested to see how this body performs.
Morning.
Shepard.
Nice. They are eggs. Trainer. Esteban. Eggs. Joker.
Where is that guy?
Oh,
Come on, I promised you eggs. Rex. Buddy. Eggs. Tally.
Nah, she'll definitely want eggs.
Javik. Man, you gotta try my eggs. Anyone else?
Shepard.
I'm sorry you haven't been feeling good, Scardod. Hi, Olivia. Hi, Jake OSQ. How you doing? Miss Priss, take the 69 months. And Maximo, take the 63. You love Mass Effect? Me too. Mass Effect was good. Hello, bee. That bee has a lot of health. Apparently all the bees have a lot of health. Beautiful. I swear to God, he said his mind isn't vertical. My mind is also not vertical. Illy's leaving? Okay, Illy. All right. Okay. All right, Illy. Illy. Okay. All right. I miss you, Illy. Slothy guy, the 20 gifted subs. Goodness gracious. I didn't deserve this. Thank you, Slothy guy. Going out to Robbie ULV, Groff at 142007. Donuts, Viper Vanguard 93, Darker Lilies 13, Mike Nice 08, Sinocline, Jess Moose 2000, Shadowon, Azrakon, Frank's Towing, Koala Fan 605, Castro 2287, King C Money, Dragonus 89, Sec MT, Lothrail, and KLB095, and Raisinaldo. All from Slothy Guy. Slothy Guy, thank you so much. That is very kind of you. Thank you. Sigmeyer with the 46 months as well. The tier 3 Ultra sub from Sigmeyer. Sigmeyer, thank you. I feel like at some point these have to stop spawning, right? There's a train? Why is there a train? What are you guys doing? You silly geese. Puentes? Now, there's a name I haven't seen in far too long. Hi, bye. Well, okay. There's a name I won't see again for a while. Enjoy Din Din Puentes. Thank you for the 104 months. We appreciate you. Have yourself a good dinner. And hopefully catch you again soon. Was it honeycomb that we needed from these, or was it actual honey? That I do not remember. Yo, share pics in the Discord later. Yay! Sandy Rocky Stone, thank you for 59 months. Silver Mist with the 46. And Noob with a gifted sub to Gamer Diger as well. Thank you so much, Noob. In addition to those 5 gifted subs earlier, so I appreciate it. Thank you guys for the little hype trade. I do appreciate you all. 4-month-old husky pupper. That sounds pretty darn cute. I don't know what cute means, but that sounds cute. Jesus Christ. Thank you for that. I responded and then stopped myself before, like, Ultra Picnic, but there was definitely some adrenaline for a moment. Just the smallest. Hi, Ducci. How you doing? Hi, Cass. How you doing as well? Marie! The 10 gifted subs. Going out to Empty Your Shadow of Man. Alpha Kitty 95. Nightwalker TM. Nancy Drew 93. End Plan. Kill Will. Robotic Wizard. Kurt 152. Neon Windbreaker. And Mad Mothic. All from Queen Marie. Marie! Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Guys, finishing a level 4 hype trade at this economy? What the heck? Speaking of this economy, though, I'm still slightly reluctant, but it is possible I might end up adding Kick onto the restream. With enough viewership and stuff over there, they do. There's a lot of they still have a lot of incentives, and I don't love the idea of it, but I don't like. I think that I don't know. I haven't quite decided how I feel, but there's a lot of compelling reasons that I'm still considering through. And so it's like, you know, what's the right to do sort of thing. Money is money. This is true. I 9 out of 10 times when I see money, I was like, that is money. So I agree. It's one of those things where it's like, on the one hand, you know, I like to stand on principle and be like, no, kick bad. But on the other, it's like, in this economy, you got to do what you got to do. And so what do? And I haven't quite made my decisions yet. Sigmeyer, the 5 gifted subs going to Oreo Faye. Quackin' Audio, Claremar, Toilet Noodled, And number more. What is bad about Kick? They're a little less anti-toxic than I would like them to be, and some of the people that they have allowed to be there I really dislike, but you know, at some point there's also just it is what it is kind of thing. B, you're gonna hurt yourself. The hell is this? A music disc? Notice on YouTube there isn't shorts posted. Isn't that easy money right there if you re-upload your clips as well as TikTok? Not really, no. I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's it takes time, it takes an editor, and I mean, my best performing short made like $2. Shorts are more about bringing people in and getting interest than any sort of financial. Which again, there is a benefit to that. That's not nothing, but that's definitely more where shorts play into than anything about making money off of them. Hi, Kate. How you doing? YouTube is the entire YouTube setup is basically you have to hit a specific criticality in terms of viewership for it to be much of anything. Otherwise, it's a lot of nothing. But it still costs you just as much to do nothing as it does to do something. So that's part of the trick, right? There's always a lot of different considerations and things, but it's not, you know, I mean, it is my job to think about these things, so it's not that I haven't considered or thought or looked at or, you know, any of those sorts of things. Kia ora. 14 whole ducks. Thank you for the 5,000 bits. You're on the wrong side, but thank you. Came over to this side real quick to say happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. 5,000 bits is incredible. Thank you, ducks. A night out with 57 minutes. 57 months. Mahuika with the 1,000 bits. Thank you. Choo choo to the hype trade. And again, thank you, Sigmeyer. Filthy camper. I am. I'm making campfires. We're all gonna have some s'mores later. She said, yelling suddenly and without real reason. Bees, 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 bees. That's hot. Bees. Bees, please. All right, hang out there. I light yourself on fire. Kaloe with the 10,000 bit. Oh my. Kaloe. Sir? Sir, this is a Wendy's. There we go. She do be licking. Thank you so much, guys, for the hype trade. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Finishing a level 5, getting in 70% into level 6. In this economy, it's really just the word of the day, but it's also the truth. So thank you all. I was like, man, the bees were cranking, and now they're not. But then I realized it's nighttime and they're just sleeping. That reminds me to put my earbuds in. Wait, did I say something inappropriate already? Doesn't take me long, does it? Oops. Hi, Honda Rider. This is the Ling Gango mod pack. And we do be making bees. Oh, the screamy lady. She did scream a bit, didn't she? We love a screamer in the house. 3. There's a lot of bees in here. Oh, there's Screamy Lady. Dex! Oh my god, Dex with the 50 gifted subs, pushing us from level 6 all the way through 7 into level 8. 50 gifted subs going to Petri JL, Nasa, Oxider, Ace of Kings 344, Wedge Biggs, Da Waffleman, Ben Fudge, Crystal A 07, Dustless Boat 508, Diz KS, Big Dog 015, Sewing Nerd, Hemi Muscle 07, The Original Games, Mikeland 420 Blaze It, Flypig 07, The Shadow 13, Bloodshard, Nuppet Roller, Movar 50, Eco Giraffe, Old Man Todd, Foolish One, Immortal Fox 801, Ace in the Hole 42, Icy Caress, Pab 68, MJ Georgia 713, King of Cogs, End 202, Jinx Elise, Switch Slide, and The Snowman, Adreos 2, Ghastly 2318, Cripsy Chicken, Dragon Treads, K Zorith, Racer Dude 2014, Undead Taken, Nico 0 VT, Crimson Ghost 09, Sinji, Adan, Sorcerer Win, A Painful Poop, Technol, DBW 1981, Made Man 1989, and Arella Knight. All from Dexmaster. Snug Splashman with 1,050 or 10, yeah, 1,050 bits as well. I am very thankful for you guys. Very, very much. I forget which one that one is. Is that the bisex one? I know Trad's flag fairly well. All the rest are a little bit dodgy to me. Not dodgy, but questionable in terms of what I know. Deltra, thank you for the 1,000 bits. I am thankful for all of you very, very much. And thank you for being tolerant with me as I go through what might be a sickness or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go put on some coffee, though, just in case. But, I'll wait until the end of the hype trade. Don't want to cut out early there. One more, I think, is all I saw room for. Dirty bean water. I need to make a Chloe. I need to get another one of the flags for the booby sexual. Kara's booby sexual flag. We need to get that on there. What's up, Torb the Alien? That's very kind of you. Thank you. It does require tolerance, and I appreciate it whether you're willing to acknowledge it or not. I recognize it. You guys come here to be entertained, and me just bitching at a game is not, does not an entertainment make, depending on certain circumstances. But last night was not good. It wasn't a good one. It was not the good ones. It wasn't the goods. Oh my God, the bees! What the heck does a booby sexual flag look like? This is Kara's booby sexual flag. Sorry if you're on vertical, you don't get to see, but I don't know what you think it is. It's for the sillies, so if you're taking it, if you're putting too much seriousness behind it, then probably not, but what a time to join in. What's up, Sagolte? How you doing? What was I working on? Bees. Oh, I needed bone meal. We needed some boner meal. Yeah, it's just the idea being, I think it's just that you are attracted to boobs. You can't bone meal poppies? This is ridiculous. I want a refund. The nice thing is I can't accidentally hit one of them. The book keeps you from doing that. I fear that there's so many bees now that they're stun locking each other. We should have lots of poppies back home because of the iron golem farm, though. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Oh, Dexerto. I haven't... Or Darkosto, excuse me. I haven't stopped in on any of his stuff for a good while now. I should go howdy hey. That is a cute emote. I don't know what cute emotes are, but that looks like one. Thank you guys again for the hype train. As I said, I am thankful for all of you. I appreciate you. I appreciate the time we get to spend together. I appreciate the friends that we have here. And y'all are pretty darn neat in my book. Like, Dutch talks mad shit about you guys, but I got your back and I think you're great. Wow. I know, right? Can you believe? Excuse me? What? Did you say something? Did I say something? You believe it. So rude. I probably want to light this place up with torches, don't I? Thank you, Pigolate. Half a pardon and a raspberry. Okay, I have my coffee, but the sides are all there that it's a sinus infection. Not least of which was bending over to get my coffee, and as my head went down, my head basically exploded in my head. So, I did use the nasal sprays, but they didn't fully open it up, so Now I just have the nasal spray running down the back of the throat. That's wonderful. What can you do for that? Lie in misery. Wonder what you've done wrong. Wonder why the world's turned against you.
These are some of the most horrifying images ever recorded and should be viewed with discretion.
Monominous. Monominous. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Go to Chaos Flow, Palooka, Dubsteppy92, Mr. Gray, and Albert Kota. All from Mr. Anonymous 4. Mr. Anonymous, thank you. I'm glad that I still have you. I am, as always, thankful for you all. And boobs. Just don't make me pick between the two of you. Like, we can coexist. There's no reason to pick favorites. Off by 1 error. Off by more than that error. I can't count error. Off by a counting error. If I had to give left boob a name, what would it be? Handy Harold. A lot of bees got away before we got the dome down. Don't. All right. Well, there's our sad situation resolved. I didn't really think about how the bees were going to chase after me while I planted flowers. I mean, it's not a problem per se, although we don't exactly have a lot of room for Babby Bee. But at least now there's even more flowers to go around. Damn it, why are you in the way? No, don't go to that side. I call them squeezies. I don't remember what we needed honey for, nor how much we needed. Or if we needed honey or honeycomb. So, we're doing good. Unless they retain custody, then you're allowed to rename them, Lisa. Happy Turkey Day to you, Albert Cotta. Hi, Mr. Gray. It was for an armoire. Oh, it was like what? It was the. Was it funky ingots? Was it that infused perkin or getting a jerkin or jerking it or perking it or? Yeah. Those don't sound like dudes, those sounds like babies. For the point in the pack you guys are, you have surprisingly little HP. That could be. We used to have more, and then we did change some charms around and don't have as much now. But I accept that I probably could be better. This bee's like, let me in, let me in. This bee's like, let me out, let me out. No, no, no. See, now what are you going to do? Now what are you going to do? You're going to be sad. You're sad. You're sad. Everybody's sad. You've got your pollen pants on, and you can't even do anything with them. Can I get bottles of honey from what? Honey blocks, which are... So, honeycomb can't be turned into honey at all. So I just need bottles. I gotta go get my bottle. The only real, I mean, the only realistic response to Kyrian is that we'll be the judge of that. Bottles. Hi, Eric Phillip. Bed sick. This is Ling Gango. Hi, Moonlight Blood. He's such a lovey-dovey drunk. Daw. Come on, bees. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. These are all ones. We need more than ones. Maybe I'll go get some torches while you guys think about why you're doing things wrong. Am I able to silk touch the spotters? I don't know, actually. I feel like I've had a lot of torches, but I guess I'm out. I don't know what permeable one-way window means. Nope, sure can't. I mean, I know what permeable means, but in this context, I don't know what that's telling me. Does that mean that you can go through it one way? Does that mean that you can only see through it one way, but it doesn't block you at all? It did not, in fact, say that the players could do anything with it. We're all honeys of 4s of 5s. There's a 5er. Be our West. Be our West. We get our motherfucking guest. Tie your rapkin down your neck. Sharia will provide our breast. Yes, there will occasionally be bees with LGBT flag bottoms as pride. I think that's Ace. I don't know what the green one is. That's by... agender, aromantic. They all have their pollen pants on. I believe Deltra said they're with you there, Queen Lids, but I don't want to speak for them. I know Illy's there. Glad you punted on them, Dutch. Illy, I don't think you're sleeping. Dutch is an amazing mother. The number of videos that Dutch requires me to view of her offspring is significant. So she seems very enthusiastic about this whole mothering situation. Oh, for sure, Bulk. I'm not worried about the bees themselves. I'm just watching the nests. Like, obviously, if I had... I would need probably, like, 20 more bees nests in order to house everyone. I'm just waiting for them to move from 3 to 5, which they should be... I think they all tick most at the same time. Yeah. I used to think it was a random amount of time, but clearly, with the way that these are all proccing at the same in sequence, it is not, in fact, a random amount of time. I didn't see the ingot. There it is. The perky. And we need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in theory. So 16. So we have enough. We now have enough honey for all the honey that we need to have honey for. Um, 13. I don't know. 13 would be 30. Yeah, we're good. The problem with putting any beehives higher, because I was just about thinking to put it higher, but then I realized, like, the, I can't get the smoke to them. Hi, Robert. The hell? Well, now I want that. Give me that. I'm sorry your salad was sad. Okay. So we need 2, 4, 6 times how many? 9, which is 54 blazing crystal. Beauty is in the eye of the beer holder. Stop that. All right, there's those, and then those are like the ferninators or something like that. What are those called? I guess I just look at like nitro or nio or frito or necro, niotic. All right, turbo. And then we need 6 of these. It's a lot of blaze rods. Goes to a lot of blaze. Why do we need so many bees? Their honey is used in an ingot that Jordan really wants. I don't know what was attacking me, but it ain't attacking me no mo. Oops. Well, now that was wet. Hi, Rad. How you doing? This world will spit you out. This world will touch your bum. Touch my bum. I wanna touch my bum. Ayo. Bum. It's not cable. It is cable. Cable's the correct one. What's the elite? Ultimate. It came so hard and got so fast. Do these need... These do need the water. The Wawa. Weren't there 2 of them? Didn't I ask for 2? I'm after dark? Hell yeah. Fluid. No. Pipe. Yeah. You're goddamn right I'm after dark. Good night, Ducci. Sweet Carol. We now are making more pow pow. That is an extra 44.80 fees per tick. Bubs, pipes, fluids, oh daddy. Hi, Stolovic. How you doing? You're drunk, but you love Roblox. I'll keep that in mind, and should I have any Roblox questions, I will refer them to you. My patterns. My cabbages. Zangetsu, 72 months. Thank you so much, Zangetsu. Thanksgiving treat box with cupcakes, cookies, Rice Krispie treats, and meringues. Not rising for a group of people way more than just me and my fiance. Oops. So much Sugar. All right, we need a extended pattern crafter, which we already have, and then 2 more molecular assemblers, which will need 10 speed crafting accelerators. Acceleration cards. And then I can smack this guy here. Put this here and that there. Add in that and add in that. And now we should have another entire set of 4 rows to add to. I do web stuff. Can you email cookies? I mean, a cookie is just a text file. So, in a manner of speaking, yes, but there's more to it than that. Cookie is basically just a text file that's associated with the specific website that the browser makes and puts to the side, and usually has like an expiration, only valid for this many days or whatever like that, or hours or times, but it just basically puts it to the side, and anything that the web page can check on, like, for cookie values, and if it's been set, that it'll be there, assuming it hasn't expired. Otherwise, you can set it and try and read it back. So, the most common thing you'll see in your cookies is your session ID, which is a big old long ID that basically says this is you right now, for like authentication and stuff like that, so that we know that when we're talking to you, that you're you. Your session ID will be a string of numbers, and then we'll know that is user nerd, and then we can also say, really, you can set anything, but you also need to understand that it is not secure in any way, that people can change it. So it's like you wouldn't put like authorized yes and or no, because then they could go and change it to authorized yes. You can edit your own cookies, but it's literally just server variables that are stored on the client for the client. So it's client variables that the server reads. Yeah, there you go. That's a better way to put it. But it's just text. You love my nerd talk? Well, that's good. I don't talk nerd too often anymore. I mean, kind of do, but no. So, you got a degree in web development that somehow managed to only cover the front end? Yeah, it's weird that you have a degree in web development without cookie knowledge. I'd give you web design, but web development should have probably had cookie. But what is my opinion of Team Fortress 2? I have hundreds, if not thousands, of hours in it, but I also haven't played it for like a decade. But good game. I never got great at heavy, I don't think, but 2 Fort 5 was obviously my favorite map. Enjoyed doing the sniping off of that. I like playing Scout, Demo, Soldier, Engineer. Pyro a little bit, but I really did Pyro a ton. Snipers are made? Yeah. The Scoochie out on 2 Fort. Anything about the format? I mean, honestly, you don't really have to worry about the formatting per se because the browser handles all that. But, like, seriously, like, I could do, you know, in PHP, you had a, you could do that to assign a cookie, to variable name in the cookie. So for as long as that cookie session was valid, if I needed to, then I could be like, and that would return to me whatever cookie that value is set in the cookie. So it's literally like from a programming language standpoint, you're not. The interaction with the browser itself is typically built in, and you're just accessing it like a global variable, kind of a global variable sort of thing. Seriously, cookie. How am I? I have never been a more pinnacle of health, Silver Wolf Pack. A little bit dex, but, I haven't written, like, that's probably the most code I've written in years. Also, if you're part of the Discord, you got to enjoy this, but let's take a look here. Oops, not 2. There, it's just 1. Also, sorry again, Vertical. Speaking of it, if you are watching on Vertical, we do have the widescreen available on both YouTube and Twitch. So you can see everything that's going on, plus the screen stuff that I'm doing right now. So Jordan, yesterday, I think, decided to play Keep Talking, Nobody Explodes, which is kind of fun. And I might end up watching this because I think him playing that with Kara is going to be, could be funny. But his title is Kara Blows Me Up or something, because this is a game about exploding, which is all fine and dandy until you realize that notifications sometimes get shortened. So it's a hell of a stream that Jordan's putting on right there. I'm at least halfway interested in that. Hey, I know that guy. Viewership through the roof. It'd be interesting to kind of see the statistics of his viewership for that, but I doubt that it'd be different, but maybe noticeably different. Sadly, it was not. It did not lead to an Outlier viewership. Otherwise, I'd have more people blowing me on my notifications as well. I assume this is a raid, but I don't know. Maybe he just had a really good day on the 18th. But yeah, it was not any different than normal, unfortunately. I would have loved to have seen a little bit of a spike there. Now we need to go kill a traitor. Not you. Ah, yes. There you go. Death of a salesman. Wouldn't my shorter username make it harder? Well, yeah. I mean, I make a lot of things harder, but... yeah, exactly. I just need someone with a longer username. So, taking applications. We need to get a lot of blaze rods. Oh, Eric Phillip. No, you. Silly Sidewinder. My go live messages are day brighteners. Oh. I just like to tell you guys that I'm thankful for you and I care about you. Although today I was sorry, because yesterday was a fucking catastrophe. I mean, I think it's just going to take a lot of experimentation to carry it, so find the right combo. We're just going to have to try it with all of them. Probably cardboard box, yeah. You're right. Although, I mean, there's so many bees here, I don't think they're still spawning. Probably just leave it like that. And I think that effectively would actually work to disable the spawning. Hey, Cyberbam, how you doing? We have a book called The Ode to Living Beings. While in your inventory, your attacks can't deal damage to animals. Most animals around you are rendered passive. So, basically, that lets us be fuck. Surely there's a blaze spotter here. It's enough out of you. Basically, what I should have done is kept those, should have kept those blaze, or those cardboard boxes and then picked this up and brought others either to this wood or this wood to others. I made your muscles go hard at the gym with my music and voice. Well, what can I say? I like making people hard. Throwing blaze rods isn't bad. But let's pop back. Oops, that was the Ender Pearl, not my warp thing. From bee fucking to making people hard, I get around. Listen. I am a slut for you guys, okay? And I'm not ashamed, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Cardboard, yeah. Okay, so we were actually having a hard time finding fortresses the other day during the epi. This is Cthulhuic. Could always use the structure compass. The hell are you? No, sir. Do not like it. Never underestimate the power of wandering around blindly. Hey, look. I wandered around blindly into a fortress. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I didn't say I was scared of the bony fish. I just said I didn't like it. I wasn't like concerned, like, oh god, it's gonna hurt me. Oh no, no. Just like, ew. Ah, good. It's just kind of creepy looking. A walking spider fish skeleton. I hate that sentence. What a terrible day to be able to read. Yeah, the cardboard box is definitely a little overpowered. Hi, T. Miller. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Still don't know what the hell these guys are. Hashtag just monolith things, question mark, exclamation point, comma, chameleon. Sure, Eric Phillip. Tomorrow, I get to embarrass myself. Tomorrow we do some Fortnite with Danish and Pinky. We do some Fortnite. When was the last time I played Fortnite? Quite some time. A goodish, longish, whileish. I feel like last time I played Fortnite was they'd added the Dragon Ball Z people with the Benihana attack. I might have gotten some of that wrong. I played the season after okay. I played the season after they replaced the Dragon Ball Chars. I just remember I didn't know what the Betty what the fuck? Ow. But anyway, we're gonna be playing a little bit with Ponky and Danish. Hi, Kyriadex, how you doing? Tree. By tree, I mean the overly large mountain. You're from the Netherlands right now? I don't know anybody who's Danish. You're from the Netherlands? I hear Venice is beautiful this time of year. Oi, what? You're from the Netherlands? I've never been to Berlin. Hi, all the editor. There you go, Erico. I like to play into the trademark that we don't know our geography. Netherlands is the one that has that city that's named after the meme, right? Hamsterdams? Amsterdam. It's a bit of a stretch on that one, but, you know, just give me a polite chuckle and let's move on. Yeah. I'm terrible with maps. I never was good at geometry. Thank you, Alec. See, but for the most part, you Dutchies, you're pretty chill and whatever. It's much more fun when I can get, you know, an actual Dane here and then call them a Swede. That's what the good times happen, you know. Haha! Mermaid laughed at hamster dance. You evil, evil man. That was some decent gold dust out of nowhere. What is with this? Oops. I hit it like this. I hit it like that. I hit it with a wiffle ball bat. Adding the Welsh, Scottish, or Irish, English. Listen, man. If there's one thing I know, it's that you don't fuck with the Irish. I mean, Scots or whatever, but the Irish, you leave them the hell out of it. You have Swedish in you? Wish I could be Swedish right now. Do these break into... I guess I'll never know. Fire! You missed. I am very much not 8-year-old daughter appropriate, Lance. Just to be clear. I'm full of beans. I don't know what to make of that. It's very green here, though. I have no idea where I have no idea what my lineage is. I'm pretty sure I just hail from Whitetopia. Like, I'm not quite Nordic pale, but, you know, I'm about as basic Caucasian as you can get, I think. Holy shit. Holy. Me when I'm trying to make you have a good time. My eyes again. Well, I think the nasal spray kicked in. Pressure's drained a lot. Yeah, that's where I cleared out right there. You happen to look like a ginger giant, which is both hilarious and somewhat unfortunate. I'm sure you look lovely. Hi, Shoreway. Guys, we've been very successful on our Blaze Spotter collection journey. I'm pretty sure my surname is English. I had an uncle that did the whole ancestry thing, but it just seemed like a potential for drama without any benefit to me. Like, I don't feel like there's any actionable information. So I don't like, in general, not to say that it never happens, and I'm sure that there's, you know, counterpoints and ties, but I think in general, I usually try and avoid paying for things like that when they just serve as a curiosity, not as a tool of some sort. You know, there's that, like, distant, yeah, right, justification, rationalization of, you know, oh, but I could try and prepare for this disease or that disease, but I think in general it's mostly just a curiosity thing, which is fine. It's just I don't normally, for myself, tend to go into the Hi, Drago. Now. So, Dex. Ali 77777, thank you for subscribing. Cathonkic! Too much Cathonkic, not enough Fortress. Your mom never knew your mom, so it keeps you from doing the DNA thing, so you don't drum up any drama. Fair enough. There's been more than a few lineage better to have not knowns that have come to light by way of those tests. I don't know what this is. I'm sure Jordan would be like, oh, yes, I've done this in 14 other series. But I don't know what this is. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Lothriel. How can we cover this much ground in Nether without Fortress? There's Dex. You froze on Sodex? Perfect. I don't remember. It's gone now. It might come back to me. Oh! It came back to me. So, do I need to get, like, are the packages of switches specific to the keyboard model, or are they just generics, like universals, and, so I don't need to worry about that so much as just finding the right ones. Tall towers with bridges will sometimes have blaze spotters. Okay, that's good to know. And it's all coming back to me now. And if I bang you like this, and then I touch you like that. Sorry, 8-year-old daughter. My bad. Keyboard switch is what we're working on. There's just some part of me that thinks maybe in sub-universe there's a mechanical keyboard switch for this insanely overly priced keyboard that makes me not hate the keyboard with a burning passion, a visceral, crotchular, itchy hatred. You guys bought this fancy keyboard, and it's great and all, except for the part where I hate it, you know? Do we know what mod pack we're playing after Ling Gango? No. We figure it out when we go. We've been talking about playing ATM a dozen times, but I kept putting it off because the ATM dev team kind of are assholes, and I didn't want to platform them. But so he just decided to do it on his own, which is perfectly fair. So we'll figure out something. I would assume that we probably look at Stone Block 4 or MC Eternal 2. My concern with those, and the reason I chose Ling Gango over MC Eternal 2 is just, well, those are newer versions of those. They're still all the same shit we've already done a billion times. And it would be nice to, you know, find things that are slightly different, like Ling Gango is bad. Okay. You hope I have hot swap ones? Keyboard model. It's the Corsair obnoxious fuck, like what the hell expensive K100, I think. It was ridiculously priced. I really enjoyed ATM 8, so I was sad when the dev team of ATM turned out to be obnoxious pricks. I should get the same Logitech that Sparkle has. Why on earth would I want to do that? To be fair to this keyboard model, I also have a Logitech G513 Carbon Red, and I've hated that one too. So, can we ask how they were pricks? They are against inclusivity. They brought conservative politics into a mod pack, and it's just like, really? I don't need your politics of any fashion, but also I particularly don't need non-inclusivity, given that this is a fully inclusive space and that all rights are equal rights, and if you think otherwise, then you don't belong here. Like, I'm pretty sure we were talking about the bees. I'm pretty sure they specifically patched out the pride flags out of the bees. Like, how fucking stupid. I see. Wait a minute. That was definitely a spotter spot. Fire! Ow. You guys broke your own fucking spawner! You idiot! And your own treasure chest. I hope you're happy. It's most consistent if you break it and place it between each test. Okay, but that still makes it stupid. There might be a workaround, but you're still working around it being stupid. Good night, Robin. Ow. God damn it. Eh. There, I was faster that time. Okay. Well, that was quick. Not hot swap, but this is not the model you can change the actuation position. Awesome. Thank you for looking, but also, god damn it. Good night, Crystal. Oh, there goes my stone. My stone and my ham. I thought I moved all the hams out of here. Oh, I do still have my stone. Okay. Boo boo doo boo doo 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 jug a jug jug a jug jug a jug 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 a jug jug a jug jug a jug jug. Give me that back, and then I need my bottle. And now the coffee's kicked in. What are my goals for this stream? To spend some time with you guys, hang out, and hopefully we all have a good time. What's up, Beef? How you doing? Hey, Green Ox. Been a while since you've been able to catch streaming live. Usually have to watch VODs. How have I been? Yesterday and today have been a little bit sickly, but otherwise we're okay. And, you know, I think we're okay anyway. I'm just a whiny little bitch. That's a lot of B's. Well, I mean, honestly, I enjoy B's as well as C's and D's and double D's, but it's fine. Ah. Wait a minute. Well, that doesn't seem right. Block data, yes. Qua? Is this not doable? Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. I haven't talked to Angel for... I guess she did show up for the 10-year stream anniversary, which I got to say hi there, but otherwise for a couple years, but I appreciate the thought. All right, we want to put the blaze rods in there and the blaze powder. It was neat to be able to get to wish her well, though. The flea moat. Oh, I'm not sure I'll be able to 112% it. If I can figure out the pure vessel fight, then I'll be okay. And I think I've figured out the pure vessel fight before, so my hope would be that I can. But it is a little. It's been. I've definitely started hitting a extent of my skill cap on the boss fights. Light switches shouldn't degrade with time, though, so that's a plus. I myself hate shallow actuation point, but some people love trigger happy keyboards. No, fuck that. Make me press the key to press the key. God damn it. Hate it. Still working on Silk Song? I hundoed Silksong. I don't have any plans to try and do the speed run. I've thought about doing a for the lulz steel run, but then I'll just end up dying at some random stupid point. Die! How you doing, B? No, you're fine, Kyria. I appreciated the thought in the place where it came from. Hi, Smith. How you doing? It was going well and turned to shit. Oh, well, fuck. If it's got you swearing, it must have not have been great. I'm sorry that you had what I assume was a bad experience with some of the family. The last stream you caught was 2019? Yeah, that would track. But you're in the guest room crying? Oh. B, we love you. Wait, B. Look, I'm not saying I can help a lot, but I might be able to help a little bit. Okay? Here. Here you go, B. We have your happy place in here. Sorry you're stuck at work. Crystal, thank you 1,000 bits. Can't stay because I have a friend over wanted to send love and support. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much, Crystal. I know you've already left, but still. Farmer82 TV, thank you for the 59 months. Zongdatsu, thank you for the 72 months. So many bees. What's up, Axel Medina? Look at all their pollen pants. We love you, B. You're great. Do you have a bee count? No. I mean, there's 17 hives, and each one of those have 3 in them, so there's at least 51, plus everything that's flying around. So I would guess probably about 100 to 120. I got it. Nope, I don't got it. I got it. Let's see. The Void upgrade. I do have the uncommon bags. So if I put that there, then I think that I should pick them up automatically and automatically void them. But I don't know if it will do it. After I have a stack or not, though. So if I do that and throw those down, it picks those back up and then off they go. I don't know what the hell these are. Which beat mode do you prefer? The OG resource beat? I didn't. I complained very loudly about the complicated bees and that they were very poorly done, at least as done in Reclamation. So I think that that was pretty on the record in terms of my preference. I'll send you my boobies a little bit later, B. They always make boobies make everything better. It might not have the same effect, but the spirit's there, you know? Your friend wants me to send you boobies? That's weird. Exactly, Cabs. I love that there's some random Enderman that's trying to hurt me, but he just gets thorns away before I even see him. What are we farming at the moment? We are farming Blaze. We actually had that at one point, Berlin. Something Minecraft. Hello, how are you? We used to have a private channel that that was an adults only, but you know, it became too dangerous for us to have it maintained. How's... Oh, I was gonna be like, how was doing with the family today? And then I remembered that you're a stinky Canadian, so... Today was just another Thursday. Just a rando Thursday. I'm sure you're perfectly valid, Alknor. More importantly, how about me? I'm fine. I'm just chilling at home, beating on blazes and talking to people. Although I've had a headache all day, so I've been a little bit low-key, and everyone's been like, God, you're boring. And I was like, that's fair. You're fine, lads. I'm just, you know, like, I just want you to be warned. I pretty intentionally have the channel marked as 18 plus because, well, there's obviously, gooder and badder things. In general, I don't tend to, shy away from conversations that might be a little bit more, risque in nature or whatnot. Oh, if anything, I'm the one starting the conversations. Let's be honest here. Look, I'm a booby sexual. What can I say? What can I say except you're welcome? Feel so bad for your sister. She got woken up at 2 a.m. by one of your nephews and found out he has bed bugs in his bed. That's not a good thing at all. Those are an absolute bitch to get rid of. I'm not sure which pink stuff. All right, so there's some decent blaze situation. So that should enable us to finish our upstairs power, because we need 4 more of the spirited bitches. $304 blaze to make those, but off they go. All the mods, Ted. This is Ling Gango. I try and avoid TikTok to an extent. On the one hand, as a person who does content stuff, I should be on TikTok. On the other, I genuinely think that TikTok is doing damage to our cognitive abilities as a group. So Zoop, zoop, zoop. Oops. Zoop, 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 zoop. Is it crafting? Yeah. You just like watching the presses squish things. You know what? Fair enough. Should be able to just rotate this, though, right? Getting squished reminds me of life goals. I don't understand. What do you mean? I'm confused. So I like, B, if you haven't tried it, if you like the rug washings, then take a look at the lawn mowings. The lawn mowings are pretty good. I like the lawn mowings a lot more. So I have the weirdest problem with the rug washing, because I do enjoy the rug washing, but I have the weirdest fucking problem with it too. So I don't watch that a lot. Hi, let's see, Sally Liebers? How you doing? Well, you can't not tell us the problem? Well, thanks for asking, Ducks. My problem is I grew up in Utah, which is very arid, meaning fairly dry. And so the amount of water they use and waste in order to clean those rugs is like, makes my skin crawl. Just the sheer amount of water they dump on that shit. It's just like, no, stop it. It seems so horribly inefficient for it all. I mean, I don't know what goes into rug processing and shit. Like, for all I know, it's more efficient to do that. But from what I see, it's just like, stop it. It's too much water. You're assuming they do something in the water? Yeah, put it down the drain. You watch a lot of Insta Reels? I watch, it's one of those, like, being very randomly selective about what, but it's like, I watch a lot of YouTube shorts, but I try and avoid TikTok, and it's like, I don't know that there's really a difference, but I still try and, avoid one and not the other. But I do like watching the power washing and or the lawn mowing ones. Oh, B. Dylan Hollis food shorts are great. You guys actually got me the cookbook, his cookbook for last year's Streamathon, I think. And, but I love watching him. Eggy! Fire! Nilla. I made the peanut butter bread, and it was pretty underwhelming. But nonetheless, that's just how it goes. Okay, the weapon. These are lethality, and I don't remember where the hell carries comes from, but it's insane. So, it's from Celestia Synth, which I don't know anything about, but the carries is kind of nuts. They each have their own kind of place. So, the overly large Nightmare Sword, and when I say overly large, I mean it's way too big. It does really fast attack, and I have charms and stuff to make it do fast attack. So it's like, whereas, and so it's good against a lot of little stuff. Carries is does percentage based, so I'm dying. So against bosses, it goes absolutely ham. Oh, maybe it's on the shared stone. Can I get out of here? I also have life steal, so that works too, but Carries has a couple different attacks, one of which is, let's see, Dead Key, Deep Dark, Cathodic Cathedral, Crazy Nether Pyramid, Cold Mountains. We'll go with, I mean, Gabi's pretty fucked up already because of black holes. So, this one has an effect where you can kind of do a mega with carries, where you click and you hold, and if you hold it for long enough, it will actually build up and send out a big boom. I think I'm there. It's a pretty big boom. It's a pretty big boom. Look at the mini map. Good night, Chloe. The funny thing is you don't always, like, that was the most directed one. We don't always get it right on the directions. So, like, I was trying to fight a dragon at the Holy Frick Tower. And so I shot, and somehow the shot went behind me instead of forward. And so the Holy Frick Tower has just a chunk that's like Brit. So oh my. Yeah. It's we also had the railgun. I think was it the railgun? Was that the big one? That one's not very practical to use either, but we've tried it a couple times. What was it called? Was it the orbital railgun? Jordan must have it, because Does my bag have a potion of flying? I don't know. I haven't looked. So... here's our trench over here. I don't like that I'm still in this. I want to be farther away from that. It's pulling me in. Ah! She do be pulling. Okay. So anyway, it's a little slow to use. But pretty neat looking. It's an excessive way to mine. So that was the coolest thing you've ever seen. The best part was the first time we used it, Jordan had shaders on. And so he's like, is anything happening? And I'm like, bruh. So that's what I do when I see a spider in my house, right? Hi, Mimi. So, like I said, I don't feel like that's immensely practical, but I do like knowing it exists, you know? Such a cool way to kill a standing still zombie. Yeah, the first time Jordan got pulled into it because he didn't realize it was going to pull in and he didn't think to use his leap, or we didn't have leap at that point to get out. So anyway, we've got a couple different weapons that are moderately overpowered by this point, but our gear still isn't. Oh, and also I have, I'm not wearing this guy. Fire Poison Withered has a chance to strike down lightning, so I could put that on. And then when I attack the dummy, it's like... So you're like, fuck this test dummy in particular. The most practical use of that would be on a villager. You won't give you the enchant you're looking for. Exactly. Jordan got himself killed by both that, and we also have... Oh, that's the other one, I guess. Bit wasteful to make just to show off, but Black Hole Bomb does a localized black hole that pulls everything in and boobs as well. Imagine all the wandering traders you could take down with that weapon. There you go. See, now you're talking. I think I need a lever, though. Do I have flint and steel? I do. Okay, I don't particularly want to be here for a moment. The patterning on that one isn't quite as good, or the effects, obviously, but it does give you a nice little hole to suck off. Yeah, there was the nuke. We did get nuked by the dice at one point. The hell's spidering me? Something spooged on me. And I don't mind, but I at least want, you know, dinner. Ender tire. Yeah, Draconic's meltdown is pretty significant. The chaos, I mean, or the chaos dragon dying. The explosion from the chaos dragon is also fairly excessive. How about the damage to the nuke? Not bad. The hard part with the nuke was the radiation area. But I think that was... I don't remember what it was called. I don't know if it was around this village or not. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. So, this was the nuke from the dice. No, there's no Draconic in this. This one, the problem with this one was that the nuke effect continued because it was an Alex's nuke. And that's kind of buggy until I restarted the servers. So anytime I'd get near it, it would be like re-nuke me even though it was long done. And took us a little while to figure out what was going on there. That is where the Chaos Dragon is from. We were just talking in general of the biggest explosions we've seen, not specifically in this pack. How am I doing? I'm all right. How are you? Takes a long sip from his green Sir water bottle. I'm glad you're enjoying your sip. Why did you nuke the area? We were rolling lucky dice. I'd say it's available, but I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I think you can still buy 10-year stuff if you wanted. I should probably fix that. Well, I hope you're okay for the accident, and I'm glad the anxiety's passed. Talathiel with the 9-6 months. 96, guys. That is 8 years. Goodness gracious. That's not right. I showed you guys that I got my Bleed Purple trophy, didn't I? Can't imagine I didn't, but I don't remember doing it. How many seconds are in 6 weeks? 10. I got it about 2 months ago. Honestly, it's a pretty ugly motherfucker, but still. It's got the plaque on it says Zine 5 million hours watched. And Twitch has higher level ones, obviously, as you get up there, but yeah, I was like, wait, I'm eligible for that. And it is what heavy motherfucker. You could if anyone invades my house, I'll grab this and club them with it because it's got heft. But you guys, you silly sausages have watched over 5 million hours of me talking about boobs. So I think we all need to take a few moments to reflect on where things might have gone wrong for us all. I don't have much. I'm not much of a home decorator, so I don't have a whole lot of things. But on my main living room entertainment center, I have an original Millennium Falcon toy, an original Lambda class shuttle Star Wars toy, a picture of my grandniece, and then that trophy and a Cara Corvus plushie. No, I am not really. Fun fact, the weight of it is equal to the physical weight of 5 million hours of viewing Zine. Are we going to try and 100% the pack? No. No, I would never get Jordan 100% a pack like this. You've got my face on a pillow of yours? We did have pillowcases, body pillowcases of me for a while. Also, it's not on the top shelf, but it's off to the side. I have my big, nice xenomorph statue, and then I have my shadow boxes for Baby, and then the stuff to make the shadow box that I haven't gotten around to for Chloe and Buffy. Grunkle. Grunkle sounds very dirty. Hi, Les Dantry. Troy, someone wants me to throw blunderbombs at you. Well, then you should throw blunderbombs at me. You would have to, you know, play with me and talk to me and be my friend again. And it's clear that that's not on your agenda. Wow. Well, you went all normie on me, right? You're like Reedy. You have this, like, all these other demands on your time and jobs and family you prefer and shit. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just be here and, you know, whatever. How dare? Am I wrong? Grunkle sounds like grandma and uncle's. I mean, I think that's what they're going for, was granduncle. Do I know Hytale? I do know. I mean, I know of Hytale. Will I play it when it comes out? I will play it if it comes out. I'm not saying that isn't the reason, Troy. In fact, I'm saying that is the reason. I'm just saying you've chosen, you know, financial security, familial life, home, and family, and pursuing your own life over playing games with me. It's a choice you made. You think Hytale looks good? Well, yeah. Hytale, I appreciate that Simon Hypixel has picked it back up and is once again trying to build it. But Hytale still suffers from its original scope of trying to be the perfect everything for everybody, and it will never deliver as long as it continues to try and do that. So if they scale it back and figure out what they want to do with it, then great. But until they do, I don't expect them to get anywhere with it. Also, Troy, you need to send me an address, and also, I don't suppose you happen to have access to being able to get a donation receipt of some sort. Otherwise, I have everything boxed and waiting. Nice. Okay. Were we doing anything? Literally anything? No. There's an entire department dedicated to handling that. I just want to be handled by you, Troy. Have you had any thoughts on a possible solo mod pack? Almost guaranteed not going to happen, Kyria. The reality is that I don't mind doing Minecraft stuff when we're just have some music or just chatting and stuff like that. But I've played Minecraft for 10 plus years now. I'm not really looking to like add more than I've already got on the plate, right? There's a big difference between saying what they plan and doing what they do, Dex. And so I'm just like, I mean, if they deliver, more power to them, and fantastic. But I'm just not going to. I'm just not going to hold my breath for it until something releases. Have I played XP 333? Yes, it was a fantastic game. Huh. Right? That just happened to still be accessible, and I just thought, without his context, that I'd throw that in there. Was there anything else that we were needing to do with the ME system? We've juiced our power. This is missing a channel, which is kind of interesting. So apparently we're channel constrained here. Do I have dents in there? I do. Okay. So, how much to make some dents? Do I have a favorite mod pack or series that I've done? They fall out of my head as soon as I do them. My memory has gotten so bad that I'm moderately alarmed at how bad it's been and is. So no, I do not have a favorite. I know that Sevtech was felt a little rough when we were doing it, but ended up being one of the more popular, which was kind of cool in hindsight. Like, people really gelled with it. So that was neat. Especially since it was like, it felt towards the end tedious, but like over time it became a better one. Ragnamod was pretty good. We did, because that was that the last good one with Pete? MC Eternal wasn't bad. Create Arcade Engineering, I think was fun, or Create, whatever the Create that we did. I don't know. They blend together so severely for me. It's embarrassingly bad how difficult. Surprise, that's valid. It is for me to remember them. Project Ozone 3 was pretty good. Above and Beyond, that's what it was. Create Above and Beyond. I enjoyed Ultramodern Revival, but that one I felt like got a little overly rushed because Jordan had already done it all, which, his prerogative, but it was pretty rushed. It is, I don't know if amusing is the right word, but it is interesting what all happened with ore spawn. Ore spawn will always have a big positive and big negative place in my heart. Because ore spawn and buildcraft were definitely the two mods that got me into modded Minecraft. Like, no doubt about it. They were the ones that got me there. You know, helped me finish. But then the author of ore spawn, well, he never wasn't on the deep end, but continued to go worse and worse off the deep end. We like the art. We condemn the artist. I mean, yeah, the maker did go kind of crazy. The maker was a fucking loon. Like, this is we let's not undersell it here. What's the one in the desert? The sun would unalive you? I think that was a Jordan solo one. It sounds like what the Crash whatever one, but I don't know. Hi, 1-incher pincher. Surely, one of these is the cable. That ought to give us a couple more channels to work with. Hey, look, this is online now. That was the deep end SMP, and it was fine, except it was vanilla. Vanilla and I don't do well together. Oh, very much not Mimi. The scene is one where the tornado, the horse got sucked up. I believe that was Ultramodern Revival. Gee, Walt, thank you for becoming a member on the red side. I appreciate that. Still don't know whether I answered the one with the set one again. I don't think that was one that I played. Hi, Hellfire. I mean, I always try and find little pranks to do like that Peak Elite, but you like a bit of vanilla mixed in with your spice? Well, you know, I mean, sure. You don't want to wear it every time, but most of the time. I don't know if I've ever tried occult craft. Crash landing. Yeah, that's one that I definitely didn't do. Rustic Waters was okay. Was that the one with the rats? Because that one was a little meh in my memory. Exoria is probably the one that I would think back to as like the least meh. Other than, I guess, the fungal one. The fungal one is by far the worst. What's up, Taylor? Thank you for the 34 months. Happy Turkey Day to you. And Talathiel, thank you again for the 8 years. We talked about it already, but thank you. Yeah, that would, I don't remember, like, that one sits pretty low in my list, Berlin. Wait. I don't. Okay. Oh man. Oh balls. Hey God. Hold, please. Okay. This is... Ah! Hey! No. There you go. There. Let's see. Okay. This might be lame. We might punt on this, but... So... I don't think we can go back very far. Or easily. You know, it's crazy that we got as far on MC Eternal as we did, given that we ended up with the world dying on us. Okay, so Sky Factory 3 would be the very first one that we did. How is the best way for me to get these thumbnails down? I mean, I could download that. I just look at here real quick. Like to .webp, what are you on about? So that's the wrong window. No, it's not. There it is. So let's see. Hopefully, not there. Here. So what do you think? Sky Factory 3. I think that is pretty well up there. Hang on, let me swap this around. There we go. A crying list? Low S, high A? Yeah, I think that makes sense. I just see if I can... I don't think I really have a good way to bring that on. So, okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do some of these. So we had Sky Factory 3, and then we did Skybound. I kind of would put Skybound almost as a C. I didn't hate Skybounds. Pieces of You, that was Sky Factory 3. You don't remember Skybounds? We played on a server. It was a, we were sponsored to do it. In fact, they tried to get me back onto it, and I agreed to it, and then they, like, punted because their release didn't go well or something. I don't know why, but, so Skybound's like, it was, I mean, it was sponsored, but it was also, you know, like, it wasn't amazes. And then we had Sevtech Ages. I'm gonna get so many max res defaults by the end of this. Again, during the actual run-through, I feel like Sevtech wasn't fantastic, but it's aged much better than a lot of the other ones. And continued to have... That was the origination of an impeccable sense of direction. And then we had Deep Ed. I think Deep Ed was probably up there as well. Particularly considering it was vanilla, but I think Deep End had all the right people to make it happen. And I think in terms of animations and things that we vetted, the Egg Shop animation is still probably one of the absolute top tier, you know. So I think that was... Deep End was a S for me. Sevtech, Deep Ed. Then we had Stone Block and Ultra Modern Revival. So Stone block is either A or S to me. Stone block was really good. I think that it benefits because we hadn't redone a lot of the same stuff there already. And then UMR, I think, was too short to really stand out, and was also was pretty rushed, but I did enjoy it a lot. Ultramodded Revival was one that a pack that I put together. Not that there was much to it, but a pack that I put together, and also was something that I wanted to do because of having watched Jordan through Ultramodded Survival, and I also thought that the naming was really clever of Ultramodded Revival, and I felt very clever and feel like people should have acknowledged it more. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, and the UMR is where we got the horse animation, or the tornado animation. Ashes was our first CTM. As I recall, getting this effect on the Reborn was a bitch. Like, I spent way too much time trying to figure out how to do that. Like, I used tutorials to learn. It was pretty down there for me. Again, you know, part of it is I have a different perspective because of playing it versus what your guys' perspective of watching it. So, you know, that might affect where things go more than you would think. And then we started Pozone. Pozone was one of the premieres. I'd put Pozone as, besides the fact that my face is a little bit off, Project Ozone 3, Pozone 3 is up there. Diversity was amazing. The Diversity's probably the single best CTMs I've ever played. I might have to rethink some of these if we end up with too many S's, but off the cuff, Diversity goes up there, Pozo goes up there. Yeah. We had Cube SMP, also very well done. Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles wasn't a Sparkles one, but it was absolutely terrible. Oops. SMP Earth. Yeah. Let's see. Pozone Cube. Diversity. And then Exoria. Exoria is kind of the opposite of Sevtech, where I don't think it was terrible in the moment, but it definitely hasn't held up in memory. And then we had RL Craft, the original. Need more max res defaults. The H versus X. When I'd play with the H-bomb, we'd play various games. RL Craft, Exoria. Did we do RL Craft and Exoria at the same time? I don't think so. I think I just released these. And we had the random crafts, which we didn't do a ton of. They were fine. Wasn't like standout, no problems, no, just, you know, fine. Rip. SMP Earth is a difficult place for me. It had a really cool idea that never was allowed to realize. So it's like, I really like the idea, and then it just was shot before it could learn to live, kind of thing. So much potential. That then was completely and utterly fucked up by the whatevers. Good night, ducks. We had Sky Factory 4. Honestly, I don't remember that much about Sky Factory 4 or what set it apart. If anything set it apart. I'd assume since it was a Sky Factory, it probably went well. Oh, it was the actual sorcery one. I think I'd probably put that around at A. Shady Creators? Sky Factory? That's Darkosto and Bacon. They're fine. Oh, we had Crown Trials because it was like Corona Trials. And this is when coronavirus was starting there. Oh, it had the cakes instead of portals. No. Jordan cursed the Chaos Dragon on Project Ozone 3, I think. Was it Sky, or maybe Sky Factory 3? One of the two. I remember it being okay. I don't think the CTMs, many of them stand out for me except for diversity. Oh, got it, Dex. Yes, SMP Earth, you're right. Let's see. We had Sky Factory 4, then we did Calamity Canyon. Remember Calamity being pretty decently done. We found one creator, and I think he's who did Calamity and a couple of those, and he had made a couple CTMs, and we just kind of went through a few of theirs. Render XR, that's what it was. And he did a really good job on a lot of the stuff there. Then we went into Rustic. Rustic, I don't remember being great for me. It felt like it ended pretty quick, and then it was the first time introducing civs, and just didn't really make much use, it seemed, of the whole concept of being under the water. So I don't think Rustic is a terribly high place. Oh, wait, I can't do that. Sorry, hang on. I'm being attacked in Minecraft by one of the obnoxious guys. Okay. Material Energy was pretty cool. That was from Greninja-san. I wonder if Greninja-san is the same as Greninja. Now. I wonder if they go by Greninja, because there is a creator that goes by Greninja that's around, and they actually came up and introduced themselves to Jordan while I was there, and I was kind of amused because they, didn't even... Oh, this is a JPEG. Didn't pay the slightest attention to me, which is fine, but, it was just like, oh, hi, yes. But I feel like Material Energy was up there pretty good. But I don't know if Greninja-san and that are the same person or not. Oh, Greninja also made Rustic Waters. Interesting. Okay, this one is a bit... But what is going on with the music right now? But this one's a bit problematic because if I rate this too low, then Jordan will be mad at me. But I don't know that it was my favorite. We'll give it a B, and we'll all know that it was probably a C. But that was the series where I got to meet Tubbo, which was cool. Wait, where's the first of Pixelbot? 4, 3, 2, there it is. Didn't go very far. Didn't give it, and Pokemon and me. I've learned we don't gel. So then we started MC Eternal. I think MC Eternal was pretty high up there. If we would have been able to finish it fully, it might have been an S, but I think the ending got a little chopped and stuff, so I think A is a good rating there. This was just No, this was both of us, I think. Don't ask me, I don't know. I have no answers for you on why. Oh, the ending was great with clips. Yeah, was that the start of the clip review that we did? Your amazing weird nature. Then we went into Ragnamod. Got to have Pete in there. Getting more linear in my uploads now. Stoneblock 3 was okay, but I did get to do it with Pete. At the very least, it's a B. I don't have a memory to make it stand out to me ahead, higher than that, but at the very least, it's a B. Sun Guardian was the CTM that we did with Pete. The attempt at God of War upload that blew up. All the mods. It was Create Arcane Engineering that we did. I'd probably put that as an A. I don't remember that much of it, but I do remember enjoying it. I can actually picture a scene from it, which might just be because it's a little bit newer, but I remember the elevator and the big lava ocean down below, and then the various different things that I had built with Create. Obviously, it's a Create-based pack, and doing the cart into the Nether and stuff. So it's like that one has a lot of, if not great memories, at least they stand out to me and I remember them, which is honestly better than a lot of the others. Then we went into RL Craft Dragora, which, honestly, I'd put it probably quite a bit lower. Dragora didn't really introduce a ton new on top of RL Craft, we had thought that it was a new version, but really it was like more of a taking the RL craft and then trying to put a story side onto it, which didn't work because we didn't pay attention to any of the story, which is as much on us as anything, but still, that we kind of skipped over, and then it just was painful in so many different spots. We had SF5, which was an interesting take on things, but short, and once you got past the paint stuff, then it was not anything particularly special. Ocean Block 2, we're into stuff that wasn't that far away now. I kind of feel like Ocean Block 2 probably ran down the middle a lot. I'd put that as a kind of a B level as well. Paint was underused. Good night, Silver. I mean, by us or just in general? Oh, I was like, and what do we have newer? But this is still, these are actually scheduled. This is still coming out. So, I don't know. What do you, what is this tier list? These are the series that I've done of Minecraft. Yeah. No, Above and Beyond were old create before trades and stream engines or Steam engines. I kind of remember like what do you guys think? Am I off base on anything, or do you guys kind of have the same feelings from it that I kind of picked up? When we first made Bertha, that was slow. That was actually Create Arcane Engineering. So that was the very first Create mod pack. We did that primarily solo. You're on Ocean Block? Well, I hope you're enjoying Askmod. It wouldn't have been published to YouTube, Dex. Gotta remember, solo stuff very rarely, if ever, got pushed to YouTube. So, and we just went through the YouTube stuffs. Wasn't there a flame pack you did when you were in the background of My Night and Trollcraft? I mean, I wasn't a player in either of those, but I would put my Trollcraft up along the top. Like, Trollcraft is the reason that I'm here. Well, My Night and Trollcraft both, but My Night for different reasons. My Night got me introduced to the right people, despite My Night's best efforts, and then Trollcraft is what let me be introduced to you guys so that we could actually have this exist as a channel. Did Ocean Block 9 get skipped? I hope not. But, should be right here. It published on the 9th, or no. It might. Hey, God. So, it is marked as public, so it's available. It just published weird. So, I might need to go through, because there was a mistake when we first started posting Ocean Block where Ocean Block 9 went up first instead of episode 1. And so it got out of sequence with the rest, and obviously we figured that out and got it. But it is published in public, so it's out there. Might need to make sure that it's correct on the playlist. But best troll of Trollcraft series was Zine and Kian getting everyone to think the world was corrupted. I think my two favorite trolls to remember from Trollcraft were making the invisible maze on Craner. The warded block invisible maze was fantastic. I will forever be proud of that one. And then also the That's a Lot of Anvils, yo, that I pulled on Sparkles. I'm not sure which one we're talking about. Pack Flame modded server pack. Which one are we talking about there? Nanivanti, we're happy to have you here, regardless of Flame Islands. That sounds familiar. Why do I know Flame Islands? Oh, that was Mad's setup. Yeah, okay, yeah. It was very, very, very different than anything that any of this. Like it's not comparable, really. That was a custom mod pack that was made for the community, and it was fun, but it wasn't. I didn't do it in recording fashion, and it was more like that was just community interaction and good times and stuff. So, well, the only problem here is that almost none of the thumbnails fit on this square. Like, if I could make the square be not square, but it's, hey, square, can I do not square? Ah, hey, that's better. Okay, that's much better, actually. I was like, the only problem is these getting cropped down to nothing, and then I was like, oh, hey. Let's see. Sevtech is up at S. Sevtech probably is slightly more A than S, I think, given that it got really grindy towards the end, but as I said, it's done really well in hindsight and in memory. Share on the Twitters. I assume that's safe to do, but let's see here. What about Vault Hunters? Vault Hunter Season 2 was pretty fun. Vault Hunter Season 3, not so much. Oh, this is marked as a private tier list, which is weird. I mean, I guess... I did it as a single, I get that. What if we do it this way? Okay, there we go. It's up on the YouTubes. Am I in S3? I quit S3 midway through. Yeah, Clangtown. Meeting the good things about season 3 were meeting Chosen, and I think that's when I got to know Abe. Hi, Kate. How you doing? I'm thankful for you, Kate. There, now it's posted to Blue Sky as well. So, anyway, I don't know if that was interesting to go through or not, but we did go through it. So, there's that. My headache's starting to come back a little bit, so I think we're going to wrap it there. I appreciate you all just chilling. I hope you've all had a good Thanksgiving. For those of you who have struggled with your family, I'm sorry. I know that the holidays are rough when the family situation isn't great. But we're happy to be your family as best as we can. Also, just a quick reminder, as always, we are sponsored this month with Cook Unity. Signing up goes a long way to help the channel, but mostly it's, like I said, I've done the math. If you do any sort of food ordering, then it is a much, much better way to go. It's ready-made meals to your door. I got my first delivery yesterday. It was impressively packed, and the first meal that I had, obviously today I had Thanksgiving dinner, but yesterday's meal was very good. I am all around thoroughly impressed so far, and would love to have some of you guys check it out. So exclamation Cook Unity in the chat if you're on the purple side. I can copy that link up to Red if anyone's interested. But otherwise, thank you for looking into it. And if you have signed up, thank you very, very much. This is one of those where the base on it is really low, but it's basically, all based around whether I can actually get people to sign up or not, So it's a very performance-based pay structure. So, but at any rate, thank you all for being here. Love your faces. Join us in the Discord. There's fun things happening in the Discord from time to time. And we also have a lot of really cool people there. And we'll be back tomorrow with Fortnite? Question mark? Exclamation point. Pinky and Dade, and probably all sorts of other shenanigans. So I hope to see you all there. I love your faces. Thankful for all of you. And even for Troy, which is just feels weird, right? But we'll be back then. Be your best good selves. I love your faces, and see you then. Good night, everybody.
You carry the world upon your shoulders, for I'm not the only one. How could you look behind now when everything is done? Oh, you carry the world upon your shoulders.